Oh, yay, Kit, hi. Yee. Okay, let's see, what's my to-do list? I have a cam on the kitchen because just to remind myself that I really have to clean that kitchen. But I was gonna do like jewelry and stuff, which I thought would be more fun. No! Alright. So, I am always trying to watch my brain do stuff, and that is how I figure out how to do things in a world where my brain does not work the way that people say brains work, because people are talking about other brains and not of my brain. And so Kit told me to stream now, so I'm streaming now. It's easier to do it because Kit said so. I have decided that I have been doing all of this stuff for streaming, but then not hitting the stream button and not actually streaming, which is why, like, keen-eye observers will note how much my, like, overlays keep changing. And I added Squirtle for some reason. I have Squirtle on my stream. I've never played Squirtle on my stream, but it's there. Yeah, I just keep adding pointless stuff. But now we're gonna sort jewelry. And I can't stay long at the moment. I hope I can come back on, but I'm going out at 2 with Mr. Roget's. It is fun adjusting stuff for streaming, and I've just been in that mode for a while, and so I've got like, okay, so I've decided not to actually do my playlist of, not to put my stream song request thing up until I have at least 30 songs. I think I have 10 right now. But I'm just like, I just feel like I've got it all working and everything, and I have like, I can hear the chat notifications in a way that I don't think is necessarily coming on the microphone. I just keep getting in my head. You know what? It reminds me of exactly why I had to stop doing about what happened when I stopped being able to drive. I was able to drive for 10 years, and then I stopped being able to drive for 10 years because there was sort of a loop of getting in my own head about things and about being over-conscious about like every single thing that was happening in the process. And I think that's what was happening with me with streaming. And I can't let that win. I can't let that happen. Why is there a battery in here? This is like one of those little watch batteries. That shouldn't be here. Okay. Oh my god, it's the earrings that Kit gave me. They're leather roses. I'm still looking for the leather rose that came with it. It's somewhere. It'll turn up. Okay, it's one of the 2 leather roses. The other is in this pile. Part of it is probably that I'm not playing a video game. I think that that actually allowed me to not think too much about some of the stuff that I was actually doing. But I am proud of myself for, okay, these are these giant wooden spiral earrings that I love to wear at Renaissance fairs. Check this out. That's fun. Okay, where are giant earrings gonna go? Alright, we just have to make piles. Giant earrings. Oh man, this... an actual rose that's been, like, I don't know what the word is for, like, plasticized. But I think it might be maybe wax dipped, but I think it's also plastic on top of it because wax dipped still start to resin, I think. Because wax dipped flowers will last a while, but they'll still start to fade pretty quickly. On top of this, like, silver moon thing. This is a very me kind of thing. I haven't bothered to even turn on the lights. I just, like... I have been fussing every single day with my stream setup, like, in such a way that I'm telling myself that, like, oh yeah, I'm literally just fussing right the way that you do right before you stream, and then I just do it until I don't stream. So today I'm forcing myself to only fuss when I'm done because I need to get over whatever loop I'm in that keeps me from streaming, that keeps me dawdling until I can, like, excuse myself to not stream. Which I had a really good excuse to do today because I am going out shortly and I have that whole ADHD thing. I felt so good about seeing this online about you know, like one of those like sets of memes about, like, ways that your brain works. And my God, has that made me feel so much less isolated as I've been seeing these over the years. But one of them was like, oh, it's like a thing is in 2 hours, which is basically, like, I have 2 hours, which is basically no time. Or, yeah, stuff like that. Oh, the blue fox. All my nice earrings. This is where my earrings have been hiding. Okay. These are pendants. But yeah, so since I've agreed to go out and help out Mr. Roget's, I had a very, very good built-in reason. Oh, there's the other earring. I've had a very good built-in reason to not actually stream at all. To be like, oh no, I have to leave it soon anyway, so maybe I'll do it after, and then blah, 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 blah. And then I made the very good decision to say this to Kit because I knew that Kit wouldn't let me do it. Kit will make me stream for my own good. As I like to say, good boyfriending. But yeah, I think that as long as I've got, okay, I did all this work getting the song requests to work, and they do now. And then I almost went down on a whole rabbit hole of making sure that the song requests would actually pause when, like, a raid happened or, like, somebody played a clip or something, so that the song request wouldn't play over the clip. And yeah, so, like, I went down that rabbit hole, and, like, I was setting up the new playlist, and then I added Squirtle, at which point I was like, stop it, what are you doing? I was like so sure I was gonna stream yesterday, and then like I did all this other stuff. But I just need to let, like, you know, stuff like, oh, you have song requests, but you need to like mess with the volume, or you need to mess with the like interaction with other alerts, or you need to find a way to be able to listen to the music without it going in through the microphone and all this. I just need to like let stuff go wrong, because this is what I was doing at first that was working. I need to let stuff go wrong and then fix it. Because otherwise, I will never ever stream again. I will just fix things forever. I was hearing that. Hey. Oh my god, how long have I had this? That is so, like, me as a teenager. Make a business fixing other people's streams. That's exactly the sort of thing. That's like when I was making all the making like the custom shoes. It's like, do this all the time. And as soon as I decide to do a thing, it's like obviously going to be the thing that stops me actually doing it. Brain. I thought we were friends. I thought we were on the same side. So anyway, I think that when I do get my shit together, I think that it is actually, like, I got into a groove doing off-stream stuff, because I had to, as part of cleaning up my whole place for my family's visit, I also had to, like, make sure that my stream setup was like, functional in a go-forward way, and I just got stuck into that mode, and I'm very much a creature of habit. I rely on habit, and so my habits kept wanting me to, like, mess with my stream setup, not actually stream. Which, like, I've gotten into the anti-habit before, but obviously that was less of a noticeable thing on your end, which was, like, I kept streaming rather than fixing my stream setup. And normally this is just, like, how I get things done. I do, like, a whole bunch of one thing, and then I switch to another mode of thing. But it's no good to, like, totally lose stream momentum, because then it's really hard to get confidence back, because when I'm not in a habit and I don't have a lot of people hanging around and chatting and stuff, it's hard to start back up. Cracked mirror. But I'm very pleased. I'm very lucky I have a kit to help support me in doing what's good for me. Help give me little pushes that I know will help get around my brain barriers. Actually, I have an exciting day coming up. I've got a birthday party of a person who I never get to see. I was planning on going to see this person earlier today, but it would have required 2 hours of public transportation for reasons. And yesterday I told them that, like, I didn't have that in me, and they were like, oh my god, I wouldn't either, absolutely understand. Because he has just, like, moved into a new place and has been having trouble cleaning it up and setting it up, which is exactly what I'm doing, which is exactly the mode that I'm in right now. Even when I was at Kit's, like last week, I was, like, doing tidying stuff, like, hammering little, like, things into the wall to hold wires against the wall in a nice, neat way. I'm just in a very, like, quietly do chores and organize in whatever kind of mode. So I wanted to help this buddy out, but I didn't have it in me to go for 2 hours on public trans. So I'm still going to get to go to his party. Would have been really cool if I was able to go and help him unpack and clean stuff. But I also recognized yesterday that it was going to be more important to me that after I like failed to stream yesterday, that like streaming today with the time that I had before I went out for the night was going to be a little bit more important to my sense of getting my shit back together. And so I made the right decision to prioritize this. It also is why it would have been even more bad brain for me to not stream now / today, because I decided not to do a different thing that would have been good for me to do. A lot of pendants. Aw. I was talking to Kit the other day about like the way that I ask questions in a way that is like basically trained into me from academia and debate, which is to like bring up like counterfactuals and examples, which is sort of supposed to be a prompt for the other person to then continue to elaborate. And like this sounds completely normal to me, and he pointed out to me that these are not questions. And I was like, oh fuck. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh well, like Russian tacos and like all my other friendships like also talk this way, and I realized that a big part of it is that like it's a way that you learn to talk when you're not used to being given credibility, and like it's a very it's like and especially because like, you know, a lot of the other people that I am used to talking to, like having like just sort of academic conversations with, also do that like, you know, probably also have, you know, learned how to speak this like language of like excessive credibility. And it never occurred to me that there was like other ways, or what it sounds like if it's not like your language of having those conversations. I'm gonna try to like note it now from now on and see if I can figure out how to, because like the problem is I now that I think about it, like I definitely recognize unlearning the like the sort of being very like the high humility version of it, because it's like actually super like, because it is actually treated as super weak and dismissible in sort of like broader experience. And it's like one of those things that you like especially there was this, especially like a time I think when I was coming of age when like women in particular were being taught not to speak that way. Hi Crafty, how's it going? But yeah, where women in particular were being taught like, this is how you speak assertively. This is how you make your point without like undercutting yourself and all of that stuff. But now like Kit has pointed out to me that like not everybody hears that as like, you know, just like a normal way to like converse and ask questions and things. And I'm like, oh fuck, well I am gonna try to hear myself and like actually note what I'm doing and how that comes off to people who don't like, who did not come of age learning how to always talk about opinions in this very academic, masculinized way. Cat? You hear that, don't you? Cat? They're growling. They found bags? You done? Guess if we're gonna have a cat cam, we might as well cam some cats. So yeah, so that's the thing that's on my mind more recently, is figuring out how to sort of like identify this whole mode of talking. I think my alerts weren't entirely working last time you were on my stream, and I totally forgot to thank you for the Stream Elements donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate it deeply. Aw, it's Kit talking to Cat Crafty. That's delight. Oh, right, and I remember that coming up because you and I were talking about, like, about, like, Twitch income and emotes and stuff. Because we have emotes coming. We got our first set of sketches. I'm really excited. Me and Kit have a whole lot of, like, paired emotes that we have coming. Way more than I was expecting. I thought we might do a couple, sort of a little bit, but like we ended up having a lot of really, really sweet ideas. I love doing. I love that like we're doing a whole bunch of stuff like genuinely together. I don't like the co-branding thing. Like kind of, it came about very like surprisingly slowly. Whatever the non-bad version of pernicious is. Every time I'm looking for the word pernicious, I fail to find it. And now that I'm not looking for the word pernicious, there it is. Oh, this is barely jewelry. Wait, hold on. Maybe this should go in the, I've never gotten to wear this. I'm so excited about it. Hang on. I do have to fix it. Oh, shit, I gotta text that girl about my necklace. So do we think this is more a top or jewelry? Let's figure that out. All right, bracelets. So Crafty, what have you been up to? I am chattering. I'm practicing chattering, which actually is coming back much faster than it has been the last couple of days. So yeah, doing streaming over at Kits the other day was a good idea. I just need to keep it up and get back into it. Okay, I used to collect these like pocket watches and things I would go to, especially in my god, there are Omega watches fucking like what is it about those like big circle these Omega watch things that are at like every single like flea market, especially in Japan. There's another one. But yeah, especially in like these Japanese flea markets that they have at temples, I would just go and like collect these watches and stuff. I love collecting things that have a standardized form, but then can have like any artistic like vision up. So like tarot cards are really good for this. Chess sets, even though I've never actually collected chess sets because they're always expensive, but I always go and stare at every new chess set that I would like to have. Yeah, like clocks and decks of cards. I do collect decks of cards. Okay. All right, these are necklaces. This is more of a pendant necklace. All right, I think it's okay. These necklaces here. I always think of this one. This one's like a key shaped like watch pocket clock watch thingy. And I always think of it as one of the keys in the quest for the 7 keys in The Magicians as the time key. I don't know why, but I always think of it as the time key. I mean, it's a clock and it's a key, so I kind of know that. Making headway on taxes. Oh no, looking forward to a weekend full of music, DJ'd streams and Zoom clubbing and dance spaces. Oh, sweet. I have not thought about my taxes, but since my parents are going to be here imminently, I'm pretty sure I've basically put off several kinds of things to think about because I know that my parents are good at getting me to like do big responsible things when they're around. So hopefully I will try to figure out my taxes then. It's also like it's complicated for me this year and weird and new. So I'm glad that my parents will be around because something about them being around, like the effect that they have on my environment is that I become more productive. So this weekend is going to be very like, yes, very party-y, party-y, party-ish, party-esque. I'm going to a party tonight for my friend, a birthday party, and then I'm going with Kit to our usual club. Maybe we can actually. Oh, right. I was supposed to. Right. The thing about the necklace. Well. All right. So here's earrings. Here's a bunch of chains. Pendants. Big earrings. Pendants. I don't know if it's actually party heavy. There's 2 parties tonight, which makes it feel party heavy to me. And then there's going to the roller derby, which isn't a party, but is still going out and doing stuff. There's watching the Hump Festival. And this is all going to be like White Day, Saph, I forget the word. Indulging? That's not it. It's like indulging. Pampering. Okay. Pampering. Saph pampering. Oh, here are the. Gotta lower this. Oh dear. Maybe I shouldn't have put you in charge of this if you don't know how to do it. Look, it's the controller earrings that I got for free from somebody giving them to me at Dragon Con, I think. And I think it was when I was drunk, and it was the person who also also Twitches. Unless I'm collapsing several things that happened at Dragon Con. I just remember going down this thought process before, and I think that's where I ended up, not where I started. Even though that's the most common way that I mess up things that are trying to recall memories. Okay, here is a set of earrings. The booty mashup's up. Oh, cool. What a delight. Speaking of which, Crafty, we are doing, I am doing, music song requests on my stream, and I am letting people in the community add songs to the backup playlist for free for a little while. I think until I get to about 30 songs, and right now I'm at about 10. At which point I'll close the playlist, and then, like, you'll have to actually, like, care to put songs on. So, if you want to add some music to that, that's on the Discord. And I'm very excited about it. I got it to work and everything. It's among the things that I got to work that I was getting to work on my side rather than actually streaming. But it does work, and I'm very pleased. Even though it has this, like, very unintuitive thing about where it's playing at any given time. But I did get it to work. And I think that the way that I am that I have to be able to listen to it is just like using the extended headphone thing. It's the extended headphone jack thingy is not as big as I was expecting it to be. But it'll do in a pinch. Yay, I found the 2 blue fox things. And the diamond earrings. I need to maybe return these to my mother. Didn't want to directly advertise another stream in stream, but various DJs there will be marathoning to celebrate 2 years on Twitch this weekend. Oh, cool. It's good to know. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit more fair here considering that where we met you. So there's like the context is there. But that's very considerate, nonetheless. Okay. All right, that's an octopad. Are these called like reliefs? They're not busts. They have another name though. I have a single purple earring version of the relief thing too. What platform are you assembling your playlist? Mashups don't exist on Spotify. They have to be YouTube. For some reason, the thing that I'm using only takes YouTube links. Okay, this is a fairy. This is an octopus. This is the necklace that I got for the Yui cosplay that I haven't gotten to do yet, but I will. I'll get everybody to watch Fushigi Yugi for 52 episodes, and then everyone will know who Yui is. All right, lots of big necklaces. Excellent. You can add as many as you like. I kind of want it to be one of those things that people who want to, like, people can add as much as they want. I like the idea of people shaping the stream who, like, care to do so. So a couple of people asked me, like, how many can I add? And I was like, fucking add as many as you want. Like, if there's... like I'll do some curation at some point, but like I also might just not. Who cares? Because otherwise it's just gonna be like Darren Hayes songs. There's another single. There's another Darren Hayes singer, and I haven't. Don't worry about it, Crafty. I'll curate that, but you don't have to curate on your end nearly as much. A lot of people have asked me this, and I get that everyone wants to be considerate, but like, I don't know. Fucking go for it. It wouldn't be the Cult of Dionysus if we urged discretion. All right. Oh, here. There we go. I never got pearls. I think maybe they just don't suit me. Okay, these are also necklaces. Beep. Right? Just not very me. Large beads, on the other hand. beads can be a theme. That sort of beads. I love these though. Yep, this can go with beads, as long as I'm choosing a theme. These are just chains. I still have a rune necklace. This should actually go in the booty chest right now. My extremely over-the-top necklaces. Although I wonder if those should go in their own place, other than in the main jewelry box. I do love over-the-top. Actually, maybe in the broken mirror thing. Over-the-top necklaces. This one is my favorite one. I found it in India many years ago. I think I was a child. And I fell in love with it, like a teenager. And this is a necklace that I'm constantly wearing for Renaissance fairs. Okay. This one's also... This one too. This necklace I actually have ended up wearing as a like crown and stuff. I think with my Primarina and things have had that necklace worn as not a necklace. Okay, these are much more normal. Normal chokers. This is one of my favorite ever necklaces. This is the kind of jewelry that my mom really is into. I'm pretty sure that like she, like a lot of the jewelry that I have is like jewelry that my mom gave me, that like she collected, and then she's very happy for me to take the ones that I like. She loves this like very brightly colored costume jewelry, and she has like passed this love on to me. Here's another very similar one. All right, some gemstone necklaces. Kitten. I might go with over the top for this. It definitely ends up going with a lot of my mermaid stuff. It looks like it was just like strung together with bits of things found in the sea. Meow. Cat. Go with over the top for that giant thing. Kitty. What about gears? Alright, I think I can put the... Maybe it makes sense for me to put all of the ones that are like more nerdy or like cosplay-ish for cosplay in here, along with these collars. I definitely like to wear this one when I'm wearing The kitties can decorate themselves. Seems to be what they're about. Kitty. It's Aladdin lamp that I like to wear with my Aladdin. Oh, and of course, Weeping Angel from Ren Fair. More Aladdin jewelry. This is a gigantic earring that has another earring somewhere, but the reason that it's been separated from its mate for such a long time is because I grabbed it for my Shamir cosplay and I like put it onto a collar and never really, and they never did they reunite. Okay, this is no longer, wait, yeah. This is sort of still a pendant. Hey NPC, how's it going? Thanks so much for I saw that you were helping Kit with getting the Discord in a more secure place for the uptick in hate raids. And I appreciate that a bunch. How are you doing? Okay, we have the bell necklace and the Winnie the Pooh necklace pendants. So they can go in there. This is a time turner. Hey, come out. I'm good. I have a big weekend coming up. I'm trying to get my headspace back into streaming because I found that I've been working so hard on like outside of streaming stuff and organizing stuff and even like outside of streaming for streaming stuff that I have lost the instinct to actually stream. So Kit told me to stream before I go out today to do some stuff with Mr. Rowe. So I am doing that because it's good for me. And I'm sorting my jewelry. My parents are going to be here in a couple of days, and most of those days I'm going to be with Kit, not here. Going to more than one party tonight, hoping to do some sub-only stuff. Get pampered for White Day. Oh, Kit, I was thinking that another thing that we could have on our potential logistics, you were saying that you would drop me off on Sunday. We could just come over here earlier on Sunday. Maybe like, kind of first thing on Sunday and hang out here on Sunday until you are ready to leave. We could even stream. Necklaces. More necklaces. Another mermaid watch. always putting this on like my arm for like as an arm cuff, even though it's actually a bracelet. Okay. Ah, too many. But yes, I have now officially decided 30 songs. When we get to 30 songs, I will debut the actual feature. Because otherwise it'll just do the whole thing over and over again and drive me crazy. Yeah, I mean, Kit, I was thinking like, you know, we could do that stuff early and then come here and then you could go from here, potentially. So we could look in on cats. And, possibly you could leave me streaming. All right. Sit. Sit. Stay. Sit. Fit. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, my silver crystal, which is also like a little container for something. I kind of love it. I love it way too much. Wait, what is this? Wait. Wait, what does this do? Oh my god, okay. This has a mechanism that like slides down. It has like this opening here and I don't know why. Is it for pills? What is this? But it also has I don't know. Is it for, this is so cool. Hi, cat. How's it going? Cat? Cat? Kitty caster? Daw. It's Morgana. Do you just want attention? You have so much attention. Look. I'm sure you're planning on creating a disaster for me, kitty. But you're so cute, I don't care. This is an Obi watch. You tuck it into your Obi. Kitty. Kitty. You're such a purr baby. You're not usually a purr baby. You're purring so much. Purr, 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 purr. Oh. Daw. What are you doing? Ah. You're attracting more. Yes, yes. I have to keep the shame camera up when the cats are here. Oh, that's where those are. It's got a bird on it. Okay, there's one of the missing pairs. There's another. Oh my god, these are antlers. Oh, these were my favorite earrings in high school for a while. Eat. And nope, still antlers. Nope, but I found the other fairy. Sweet. Alright. So that's where a bunch of the unpaired earrings were. Good. Hey. Alright, next let's grab stuff to hanger. Wow. Luckily, I did actually successfully get the room that my parents are staying in actually cleaned out and stayable now. I think that's why, despite the fact that I've been like not on top of streaming per se, I have not felt not on top of my life or not on top of things. My BB-8 dress. Wow. Okay. Spring cleaning can rise to the level of an 8 hour a day job at times. Yeah, and my place has had to go through, like, I moved all of the furniture. I did all of the I upgraded all of my streaming equipment and have been like, I've been basically every single aspect of my life has been hit by this spring cleaning. Okay, this is Vertigo. Vertigo cam. Oh my god, this is actually getting done. I don't know, this actually should be in the dress drawer. This is my one designer dress from an outlet mall. It's a Betsy Johnson dress. Betsy Johnson is awesome. Got it for my junior prom, I think. And it's still one of my favorite items of clothing, of which very little is actually designer. In fact, if any more of it is, it's because I accidentally got it secondhand and didn't know what it was. It's the only one I know of that I have, but I do get lots of things secondhand. I do end up with lots of Jessica Simpson shoes. That's a silver millennium on the back of this dress. This is actually my wedding dress. I'm fortunate to have learned ongoing cleaning discipline as a response to how chronically messy my folks' place was growing up. Example, can't eat at the dining room table due to all the paperwork piles. Yeah, I can have pretty good cleaning discipline, depending on, like, the mode. Sometimes it goes off a little bit and then it goes off completely. But if I can stay in that mode, then I will stay in that mode. But this is the reason that this is, like, so complete is because I'm in a gigantic, like, I've been dialing into the exact way that I want my apartment to exist in a way that accommodates. I mean, I had to move it from pandemic to non-pandemic, for one thing, because there was a while there that it was working fine for me, but then I started having people over, and it wasn't really fitting that. My relationship situation needed to be accommodated, and then streaming. And only recently have I gotten all those things to gel into a final setup. Because that also took some experimentation to figure out exactly how I could get stuff to work. This dress never wants to stay on the hanger. Come on. Let's try it like that. And yes, Crafty, thank you very much for exactly a deep ooh, okay, hats, masks, horns, good, because I actually have those organized now in the thing, in the bin. Cat, move. All right, let's go with the Dorothea hat. Yes, deep reorganization of my entire thing. And then thank you for the compliment about the wedding dress. I did get that. I found a there was a vendor that a Renaissance fair vendor that had made my favorite piece of garb that I got to make that dress. Despite the fact that the dress looks great, I can't say that I recommend the experience because they were not really on top of being wedding vendors and were not super professional. The husband was, but the wife was not. For hanger-phobic dresses, I keep around a few fabric-wrapped hangers for extra friction with the garment. Yeah, I have a couple here. That's a good idea. All right, I decided. Cats. Nope. There we go. There we go. Eh. Man, I only keep this shirt around because it comes up a lot in cosplay. It's like, there are several normal clothing that I keep around because putting clothing together. Hey, bookworm! Hee hee, train conductor. But a very fashionable train conductor. How many clothes do you even have? I mean, we're finding out together. Isn't that what's going on? Wow, this button is so low it might not even keep things on. Definitely do feel free to run me over with your fancy train. So what's that fetish called? To be run over by trains. I don't know that one. This is from an outfit, a Gothic Lolita outfit. That was the first, like, sort of big ticket item I got. I was in Japan in high school, I think. Not in high school. Maybe in high school. No, this was the second time I went to Japan. Oh boy. You're definitely not going to stay up on a hanger. What if I put the sleeves inside the shirt? Then will you stay? Ooh, I bet like these little hooks could actually hook on right onto the knit here. Yeah. There we go. Not sure if this is worthy of the hanger or not. Consider donating me some of those cute clothes. Are you little enough? One of the reasons I'm able to get so many cute clothes is because secondhand places are filled with like good quality clothes that are my size. Because they don't like, sell out real quick. 4'11 3/4 inches. Feet. 4 feet, 11 3/4 inches. Quarter of an inch shy of 5 feet. I'm a tiny little person. People of more average sizes have much more difficulty finding nice clothes at secondhand places. 5'8". Wow. Yeah, no. I mean, considering I can wear the shirts of people who are 5'8" as dresses, maybe you can wear dresses of mine as shirts. Bookworm, I'm building a stream playlist on the Discord. If you want to add stuff, I'm accepting people adding free stuff until I get 30 songs. Whee! I find it hard to fit femme clothing on my AMAT body. Well, I find that wearing clothes that are not designed for you. Yeah, I mean, the point is to do it if it would, make you happy when your song comes on. But yeah, wearing clothing that's not actually supposed to be for you, but isn't like completely the wrong size or something, I find is a really good way to get things to look completely unlike they're designed to. Like the whole thing about wearing a shirt as a dress and all that stuff. Like, Secondhand places are great to experiment with this stuff. Ow. Eee. Pulled out my whole thing of like painting supplies. I'll try to visit a thrift store shop nearby. It's a great place to experiment with clothes stuff. Like for example, it's where I got Kit to experiment with heel wearing, since it's really hard to find heels that are specifically for men, especially in his size. But going to a thrift shop is a good place to figure out exactly like what kind of things you would want to buy if you did. You can actually pick it up and use it and stuff, and it's not like a huge investment if you get something that doesn't really work out. And it's a great place to find stuff to experiment with modifying clothes and stuff. I'm not sure they allow us to wear anything in the shop. Usually there is not enough space to do so even. There are lots of great options there, yeah, and turns out big-footed ladies' shoes don't sell much. Not in US. I don't know, like both of the thrift stores that I go to have fitting rooms. And for shoes, like, it's really easy to just like, pop a shoe back on and off. But yeah, you can, and also a lot of clothes you can just like pop on top of your clothes. Like sometimes when I know that I'm going thrifting, I'll like specifically wear clothes that I know will are like form fitted enough that I can like put stuff on top of it to try out. And there's usually mirrors and stuff about. So no, they're actually pretty doable. But also like another part of the point is that like they're thrift stores, so like a lot of times you're gonna get stuff that's pretty cheap. So it's a good place to get stuff that you want to experiment with modifying. Dirks. 5'9" AMAB, wide shoulders, even for a guy. As long as I'm not trying for a dress with sleeves, I can fit into AFAB specific stuff pretty well. I've become a big fan of shrugs, especially Bolero style, where sleeves that are separate from the main garment. That's a good idea, see? That is the kind of clothing innovation and open-minded clothing thinking that I really get into. All right. Oh, funny you should mention that. Like, I mean, these are slightly more over the top, I'm sure, but right there. You can also get stuff at thrift stores and remove the sleeves. Like often sleeves are often where stuff starts to fit worse. So I've like removed sleeves off of things and found them to like fit way better after that. All right. Cat. Meow. 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 Meow, meow, meow. 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 I got it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Getting my kitchen under control. Meow. Meow. Oh shit! It's king cake. Ew, ketchup. We'll finish this and then I can move the shame cam. Then I don't have to have the shame cam on here and I can have it as a cat cam again. Meow. 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 I'm guessing I should probably not. Wow, cat. Alright, random wardrobe change. Let's do it. Crafty, sometimes clothing modification is can be as simple as having a belt that you can use to Alright, wardrobe change. Meow. Cat. Used to unwet. Oh, right, okay. So like having a belt or something that you can use to just cinch a waist on a thing that that's a very good way to have the whole turning a shirt into a dress, for example. Or having having wide belts and things or things that you can put on top of other things to turn them into completely different kinds of clothing that actually fit you better, especially if you get the thing that actually does fit and put it on top of other stuff. Reminds me, I need to find a South Bay place to get a few garments repaired. Failed spaghetti strap on an awesome dress. Upgrading a housecoat zipper to bi-directional, etc. Worthy, productive procrastination from taxes. 100%. Absolutely. Good boy. Alright, you can go into the random booty chest right now. The red themed. The red themed booty chest. One, two, oh, and the hat. Hey. Bad good kitty. Okay. Yes. for a second view now that I'm done with the shame cam. So I haven't actually started the dishwasher because I thought that might sound, that might sound bad on the microphone. Cat. So I just have to remember to do it before I go out in about an hour. I'll probably be wearing not this dress when I go out, not sure. What next? Aw, good boy. I'm on the camera twice. That's a little bit weird. It's a little weird for me. Cat, will you sit still? Well, let's move on. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Okay. Alright, this is a men's undershirt that I find looks really good on me and actually does a very good job of masking me up. A thing which I want to do more of, have always had a very powerful pull to words, but then I kind of chicken out because I'm so much more used to being femme and so much more confident being femme. So when I want confidence more than I care about exactly what I look like, I go femme, but I'm trying to break that instinct a little bit. Oof. What a horrible, horrible car alarm. Worse than usual. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I am getting ready for my parents' arrival on Monday and trying to get out of my very preparing for that mode and get more into back into streaming, because I did all this stuff to get my apartment into shape, including all of my streaming stuff into shape, and so I sort of got more into the habit of prepping for streaming than actually streaming. So Kit told me to stream, so I'm streaming because Kit told me to, which is a good way to get around a mental block sometimes. Not doing a thing when and how you think that you should, because then you overthink. When you're in a place where you're more likely to overthink every little aspect of that, and then until you don't do it, like I did yesterday, and several times this week actually, instead bypass all of that because I've been asked to do a thing by a person. It's a good mental trick that works pretty well for me. One of my good mask shirts. It's just for my interview, usually awake at night. Can't shop properly. What interview? Hold on. There's many words here. There is interview, usually awake at night, so I can't shop properly. Shop for the interview? I'm trying to string the concepts together correctly, such that to follow. Speaking of being masked. Huh. The Avengers crop tank that I found at a thrift store a couple months ago. All right, our little pile of basically sleeveless and sleeveless like shirts. Shopping for femme clothing to feel gender euphoria and groceries. I see. So your feelings are clashing, and the interview stress is getting in the way, as well as the sleep stuff. Which, yes, that is what sleep stuff does. Please, you are free to talk about all of them at once in absolute conversational chaos. I just might ask clarifying questions. Ah! I love these shirts with the built-in bras. But I think that I might have stretched this one out a bit. Most of the ones that I have, I was completely reliant upon when I was in my very unhealthy place where I didn't do much at all, and the built-in bra shirts were the only thing that I could do to function, if I had to go outside. 9-second delay. That's a lot of delay. So how can you tell? Shirt. I've on at least one occasion had somebody think that they were on a delay, and actually it was just that I didn't notice things were happening right away. Your net is bad and have to use an extension. Ooh, gotcha. Oh, you can see the amount of delay on Twitch directly? That's incredibly useful. Is that the extension that you're talking about? That's rad. Be very useful to figure out if a delay is happening on my end, on somebody else's end. Or on Twitch's end. I'm always weirdly relieved when something is Twitch's fault, because it takes away my impetus to make a decision to do anything. Regular shirts. Aha. In the name of the moon. Shut the hell up. Teehee. I am having this very weird, annoying problem where I have a lot of things set up, but I can't. I have the dual camera set up finally, which allows me to do cat cam usually. At the moment, preposterous. honestly, as a long time undiagnosed ADHD, I am inclined to blame myself for everything and assume that everything is because I did a dumb. Don't I have three cameras? I mean, I have two cameras at the moment, and I have the switch capture, but the switch capture does not. The switch capture and the two cameras won't all work at the same time for some reason. But no, I have two cameras, and I also stream at Kit's place, if that's it, and I move this one a lot. All right, crop top. Tuxedo mask. Oh, I think I was wearing this at the start of the stream where I got wine drunk and was doing the beginning of this cleaning. Man, I don't know if you guys ever got I don't think so, but a long view of that room at the time. You can see how much I've fucking gotten done in the past, gosh, I don't know, month? Longer. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, Kit is the person that I co-brand this stream with. Ha! Is it sus that he's Kit or sus that he's sus? He used to be Atlas Prime, but now has the vastly superior name Dionysian Kit. Oh, for fuck's sake! You're also two. There's also the two of you, the two Kits on the Discord right now since you locked yourself out. So now you're just alt Kit. That someone exists called Kit. Do you just carry them around? I mean, Kit creates many go bags and kits. I've got some outfit planning for a cousin's wedding in a few months that's been giving me mild anxiety. Will be held in Georgia, so probably going to update my mask suit with a binder and call it good, so as to avoid potential drama with both sides, extended family, but still anxiety inducing. Oof. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people have sometimes people get wardrobe approval from the couple. I know that I have been on both sides of that. Take Saph as a date. Yes, I'll just Saph rant at everybody. Multi-kit is fantastic also because it's a poly pun. Just saying. Ender, what are you chewing? Ender, what are you chewing? found a cat. So much for me taking the camera off of me. I did not do that. I tried, but that did not happen. I could wear this shirt with the pants that I was wearing before. Hey, Dristar! How's it going? I'm only gonna be here for about another half hour because I gotta go and help Mr. Rowe with an errand. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to stream again when I get back from that errand until Kit picks me up for Fashion Friday. It's Fashion Friday, guys. You too! Sounds like you're gonna have a good one. Nice catching up, Crafty. Oh, it's my cricket shirt. From, like, the cricket. The Cricket World Cup that I went to in Sri Lanka. It was awesome. Which I am now reminded of all the time in Kit's room because of the way that the sunlight gets diffused through the projector screen in the daytime.
O wise oracle, bestow upon me the knowledge on how to find more people for your polycule.
Good advice, Column. O wise oracle, bestow upon me the knowledge of how to find more people for your polycule. Well, I happen to think that trying to find more people for your polycule is inherently a bad way to do it. Because if you think about it, like, if you back up from there, trying to find someone for your polycule is sort of like saying trying to find someone to date, or trying to find someone for someone you are dating to date. Now, that one is probably the easier way to do it. If you are helping your partner find a partner, that's just wingmanning your partner, and that can be tremendously fun. And it removes a lot of the issues that I'm about to go into about why explicitly trying to expand your polycule is like not a very good way to do it. It's explicitly trying to expand your polycule is an orientation towards meeting and getting to know people, which can be sort of boiled down to I am looking I'm looking at you primarily as a candidate for a role in my life and not a person. I personally did not, for years, would refuse to identify as poly publicly or like go into poly spaces because of this problem. Because people would immediately see me as available, as somehow sexually or romantically available. And no matter how they interacted with me, it was always like colored by this, like this possibility of dating. And it colored the way that they treated me in a way that like would invariably change after like in some way it became more like for them it shifted in a possibility whether or not like that dating or sex or whatever was going to happen or like all that stuff. So like even though like in theory there are people who are like, oh yeah, no, we're friends, whatever, but by having that like orientation towards getting to know somebody, you're already really like you're really altering the way that you're interacting with them. And that can't stay, that's not sustainable. I want another partner who is comfortable with being poly. I am ace as well, so sex is meh. Want another partner who is comfortable with being poly. Yeah, sure, I get that. But being in a, being open to new relationships is different from looking to expand, like looking to have more relationships. It's the same thing that like if we take poly out of it, it's the same kind of advice that you get when you're like when you want to be in a relationship and then you kind of go out looking for somebody to be in a relationship with. Like that's not like a good way to get into a relationship that is not colored by that attitude. Which again is not sustainable, does not have great results. Ideally, the better way to do it would be to get involved in socializing in spaces where being poly is more normal, like that it's something that can like come up and be like known and whatever, and getting used to being able to safely have the information like available. So here's the thing, like, okay, this is like this is a bit of a tangent, but it's relevant, I promise. There was this question on Quora once that I really remember, where people were asking if it was racist to ask somebody where they were from, and the thing is, if the only reason that you're asking somebody where they're from, especially where you're really from, is because they aren't white, and you're in a white majority country, like, yeah, that's racist. And some people were saying, no, it's not, because I like it when people ask me where I'm from, whatever. But a lot of those people were actually from somewhere other than, where they actually were. And a lot of those people had some reason to, indicate that, like having an accent or something. And, shit. I'm trying to remember exactly how I wanted to make this link. Okay, I'm gonna back up in my thought process. We were talking about poly. We were talking about oh right, okay. So one of the, here it is. So the thing that I was trying to like explain in this sort of like ongoing conversation was that like the place that I'm from is New York. The place that I am from, in terms of like people who racistly ask this question, who are actually asking me, why are you not white? That's sort of like a question about like my ethnic background. And the thing is, it's not that my ethnic background is a secret, in the same way that people like, a lot of people kind of recognize that it's rude to ask somebody like if they're gay, for example. And it's not that it's a secret, it's that in the normal course of interacting with people, it will come up. You know, your sexuality, if you know, very often your like your orientation, your you know, your background, where you're from, whatever. They're all things that can come up in normal conversation. And the thing that's so off-putting about those kinds of questions is that it makes it really clear that pushing, like, that satisfying that curiosity about some piece of trivia about myself is more important to you than getting to know me as a person. And if you talk to me normally as a person, if you're treating me like a person, then you're going to get that information in the normal course of conversation. And very often when you talk to people like that, you will find things out, like if they are poly, single, you know, what their orientation is, what they're like. You will find those things out pretty easily. If you know, if you're having a conversation with somebody who is, you know, who is open to possibly dating a person like you or in your situation, and like, and you know, that information is going to come out. It's not a secret, and they're just as like motivated to give that information to people if, like, you know, if that's a thing that they're open to, if that's a thing that they want. But when you go really, really pushing for and seeking that information, it can feel extremely, like, again, off-putting. I find it to be a red flag about whether or not this person sees me as, like, filling a role, or sees me as like as a you know, a potential sexual partner or romantic or partner or whatever, and is actually coloring everything about interacting with me in that way, in which case I can't get a good read on, like, them or in our connection or whatever. So getting the hang of being able to judge like when and how you can share information about your situation in a way that is not expectant, not but just, like, you know, like making it so that people who spend time with you and talk to you are likely to know what your situation is, and if it's something that then also, if also a connection forms, or if a connection is starting to form, and then would be, you know, like, then you can just, like, also just bring it up. But it's really important for it to be secondary in your interacting with people, in order to have, like, I think healthy connections form. And I think that in a polycule in particular, you want maturity and you know, the ability to have, you know, like, forward and healthy communication and all that stuff is really, really fucking crucial to have a you know, a functional polycule. And people who don't even realize that they're doing this kind of these kinds of, like, these sort of role casting mentalities, they're much more likely to have problems navigating, you know, polycules in a good and healthy way, in my experience. So yeah, I think that the answer is to socialize within, you know, socialize within realms where this kind of thing is more common, to get comfortable finding ways to share what your situation is, what your you know, what you're looking for, whatever, in ways that are comfortable for you and natural, in terms of, like, just, like, getting to know somebody, and not in terms of, like, having any kind of end game. And kind of giving other people the opening to be able to, like, give you a signal that they are interested, and that that they would be interested in someone in your situation, being able to put that out there does a lot. Like being able to show people that like, hey, if you are this kind of person, you may want to pursue something with me. Like some people will just ask at that point, which is already super helpful. And some people will send their own little signals about whether or not they want you to ask. And all of those things make it so that you don't come off, again, like creepy and not actually like dealing with a person on a whoa. Oh yay! Yay! Rogue gift sub to Cool Angel. Hi Angel. I'm glad that you caught me because I'm only gonna be here for about 20 more minutes for the moment. Hopefully I'll be able to hop back on after I see Ro and help him with his chores today. But yeah, I do think that it's actually really important to find ways to share information that allow you to let people come to you a little bit, even if it's subtly. I don't know. I feel like everybody knows that person in college who like wants to be in a relationship and like goes out explicitly looking for somebody to be in a relationship with, and like I don't think that ever ends well. When I have more time. Oh, yay! I'm really glad that you found that helpful because um, the whole thing that I've been going through recently, a big part of it is that I'm having trouble finding words to express my thoughts. And I feel altogether less eloquent and clear than I usually do when I'm in a more social mode. It's been one of the things that's been creating a lot of streaming anxiety for me. So the fact that, in whatever roundabout way I managed to express thoughts that you found helpful means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that because I was feeling very self-conscious. Like I was just like talking. I was just like, am I making any sense? Am I coming on? Am I accidentally saying things that I don't mean? Am I implying things that are not that I don't intend to? I was very in my head, and it's very difficult to communicate effectively when you're in your head that much. Which is why I am very glad that I am getting that I'm streaming right now and getting myself back into the mode. Can you hear all of this? Like, definitely cats have found bags. Anyway, Angel, so you're cleaning? Ha! No. I like how you try to track and connect things together that might not be that common since I'm not good in social situations, horrible at cues. It was very helpful from you. Oh, thank you. I'm very glad. That's very meaningful to me. Because, yeah, I do think that a lot of things that are, like, useful... Oh, wow. Cats. A lot of things that end up being useful to other people about the way that I think has to do with the way that I connect things that I connect concepts that other people don't necessarily connect. All right. Look at all these shirts. Hey, cat. Holy shit, I can't believe how much I got done. I forget how productive it is to, like, stream productive. Stream productivity is productive productivity. I have discovered. I heard beeps. Were you able to watch Batman then? I think it was you who told me they were going to watch later. I don't think so. I think somebody on the stream was saying that. But the last time that you were here. But that was not me. I have not seen it yet. I have a good vibe. I mean, it's giving me a good vibe. I think it seems promising. What was I just? Ah, right. Cat. I should wear pants. Since I'm going out soon. Did you watch it? What did you think? I could wear the pants that I started in. Or the booty chest. I am both unsurprised and extremely annoyed by how much like going to the movies is being pushed again. Ah! It's just like it's so ableist, and just like not everybody is like ready to go back to the movies, and it feels very, I don't know, taking away an accommodation. Because the accommodation is too easy for everybody or something. I don't know, bugs me. Black and white moving pictures. It's a thing where you get popcorn, and sometimes they'll like play some moving pictures to like entertain you while you're eating your popcorn. Thank you. Alright, this appears to be what I am wearing for my outing with Mr. Rowe. Hey, cat. This is my Dorothea hat, too. Please. Okay, I need socks and shoes. Thank y'all. And an ice cream sandwich. And they spread the smell of popcorn to the ventilation system to sell more popcorn. Alright, guys, go. Describe a movie theater in terms of a thing that a movie theater actually isn't. Oh my god, I actually do have a whole, like, thing of shoes. Oh my god! Dave!
ASC just subscribed.
Thank you! Okay, Roger is on his way to pick me up, so I should pick shoes soon. Hooray! Thank you so much for the sub! As was said, Mr. Rowe is going to be coming to pick me up soon, so I'm not going to be on long at this time. However, I'm hoping to be able to jump on again after I get back. But, because, no, this was good for me. Kit was completely right that I should do this. I'm so pleased. I have a giant pile of shoes. Ha! No big rush, Mr. Rowe. Just that if I do get back in time to stream again, it is good for me. I'm getting the hang of it again. I'm getting to talk, relearning how to words, eat, shoes. Ah! Said shoes to step on me. Use one of shoes. Hey, shoes. And this is just the shoes. Whew, all right. Just got these secondhand the other day. Kit talked me into getting them. I think at some point I will not be able to resist actually drawing on this wood part. Also, okay, yay. I'm also hoping that I'm successfully reinvigorated such that I can. I've been really wanting to do sub content, so I might do that this weekend. High top or low top, what top? Okay, these are actually good wearing shoes. This I haven't decided yet. I mean, yes, but like shoes that I have? Wait, what? I mean, I know that high top and low top are shoe things. I just don't understand the rest of the question. Man, this one was like pinching my toes. But it was cute. Oh, what do I prefer? They're not really categories of shoes that I get enough of to have a preference. Because I really like, like heels and stuff. Which do you prefer and which do you have more of? I mean, I don't usually get shoes based on high top, low top. I get shoes based on being eccentric otherwise. So, let's see. I mean, I love heels. And I love boots. Okay, here's some garb stuff. And I think I have really nice tap shoes in here, I think. Yeah, check this out. My dance shoes. My dance shoes, garb shoes. Let's see. figure out where these shoes are gonna live. Alright, we have snow boots. I usually use these for airsoft. Alright, these are nice, but they keep breaking. I should wear like more practical shoes for this outing. Maybe these. Thank you. I apologize for coughing near a microphone, but oh, thank you. And these are actually like my my B team of shoes too, because my A team is actually out. Alright, these are coming out. Meow. Yeah. There we go. All right, these are staying out. These one back here. Alright, now I just need to find some socks. Right, these did not get chosen. These did. Socks. Okay, once I get these socks and shoes on, I will be ready to go. Oh wow, at exactly 2, excellent. So, four shoes to same model, Lolita and winter boots. Yeah, I get way too many shoes thrifting because, my god. Thrifting is just like after a lifetime of not finding shoes in my size, of like falling in love with the shoe and then going and asking for it in my size and then they don't have it. All of a sudden I discover thrifting and find out that like, oh, that's where all of them are. So now, all the thrifted shoes. I'm pretty sure every single pair of shoes that I like just showed you guys was thrifted. All right, let's raid. And I'll hopefully see you guys later. Because I'm now dressed for my outing. Fashion Friday! Wear clothes that make you feel good today. Good kitty. Mwah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for helping boost my confidence. I did not know that Cozy rebranded. Yo, yo. Good to know, man. Alright. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.